Don't mind if I do. Hey, Nick, by the way, is MSG bad for you?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask Adam Ragusa?
Yeah, Adam Ragusa.
Adam Ragusa.
Hey, Adam. Oh, there we go. Hi.
What's up?
Oh, maybe I'm not mic'd, or hold on. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Mic'd. I can hear
probably
you.
Oh,
Checkity check.
I've watched your face for many hours, and it's always surreal to be like, and now the guy who I just watched talk to me is talking to me.
That's what you think. Actually, I'm going to talk right.
That is kind of cool when you've seen people, you've met people outside. Same Dash. I spent a lot of time with him virtually on a lot of streams and things. And then when I met him in person, it was crazy. It was like, oh, the person I've been talking to virtually for so long, here he is, like a real person. Yeah, anyway. All right, here we go.
Right past you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, MSG.
I got some right here.
Oh, you have MSG with you right there. I do too, look.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Do you have any aversion to MSG?
No. I mean, it's like it's just one of the chemicals that you need. It's not essential because your body can make it out of other things, but you still like it for a reason. You gotta have it, but too much of anything is not good for you, baby, said Barry White.
Too much of anything is not good for you, baby.
Come to think of it, he said that for the purposes of refuting it in the song.
So what they're saying here, they're really getting into talking about MSG. They're just introducing it, setting it up. You have to go back and watch the rest of the video where he gave a history of the origins of MSG. It was some Asian scientist, I believe, that was wondering why his wife's soup tastes so good. And after he broke it all down, he found MSG. Then he multiplied it by 1 million, packaged it, sold it, and people began to add all this to their food for it to taste better. But of course, you know, if one drop would taste good, surely 1,600 drops will make it better. And here we are with foods just littered with MSG. It's practically 90% MSG, the rest food. And so what he's explaining is that it does occur naturally in its more base form. And what has happened, just like everything else, you know, sex occurs naturally, and then there's porn, driving regular, and then there's drag racing, speed racing. Poppy occurs regularly, and then there's cocaine. There, weed happens naturally in the plant, like cannabis. And then there is all these strains, hybrid strains, and all these weird things. People always, they always take things to the next level and make some amalgamation that ends up being horrible for humanity. And basically, this is what he's kind of saying. Well, not as dramatic as I said it, but that's what he's saying. That's what a man is saying, that we have, it's natural. It's just that we have made it unnatural and unsafe for humans. All right, keep playing.
Because he was saying that, in fact, he can't get enough of your love, babe.
There is no too much.
There is no too much. In that particular highly rarefied case of your love, babe. But in all other cases, too much of anything is not good for you, baby. And that includes gluten.
It is correct.
Talking to Adam Ragusa for an hour, the guy's deathly smart on this. And he has an entire video about MSG, the whole story, the chemical.
And they linked this video in his video, which I will link in my video. It's a whole thread of people linking with each other. Let's hop over to what I thought was one of the very profound statements that he made during the broadcast. Okay.
Led me to bitch about American breakfast for several years. But a very uncomfortable reality is that in a busy life, making all of this food is kind of hard. Takes time, takes effort. Shout out to Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Nacho cheese Doritos brand tortilla.
How much is enough? How big does this pile have to be?
I happen to live at a time in history where food scientists sit around and use their brilliant science knowledge to engineer food that somehow tricks my brain into thinking it's getting the food that evolution has trained my brain to crave. In other words, these chips are actually tricking my brain into thinking that I'm eating some protein-rich, wholesome meal. But clearly I'm not.
There's a historian of science named Dr. Sarah Tracy in Canada. Her central thesis is that all the conversations we have about whether or not MSG is bad for you, that all kind of misses the point. All of that is small potatoes. Like, the big potato is that MSG is really, really good at making garbage foods taste delicious.
Whoa.
Did you all hear that? MSG is really, really good at making garbage food taste delicious. When I thought about it, it's almost like salt. So salt actually elevates the flavor of food, but if you add too much of it, it's just not palatable. It's all you have to spit. Have you had something, girls? My son today, they made some thing in his cooking class, and it's like all salt, but it's not meant to be eaten. It's some sort of decorative thing. I have no idea what it is. And I was reaching for it first. He's like, no, you don't want to eat it because it's salty. I would imagine if I put that thing in my mouth, he'd be like, oh. You've had something salty. Have you tried to drink? I'm gonna ask. Have you ever tried to drink seawater? Have you ever tried to drink seawater? Oh my goodness. Have you? oh, okay. I have. And that's if you make your foods too salty. But what they're saying here with the MSG, you can add it and add it and add it, and it just makes the food more flavorful. And that's what they're doing to, and I say they, like there's a conspiracy. That's what's happening to your foods, why you want it. It's MSG makes garbage food taste good. It tricks your brain into making you think that you're eating something that's good for you. And here's the issue too. You keep eating it, and then, but your brain isn't satisfied. Your body still isn't satisfied. It still knows that there's something it's not getting. There's those micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, not getting, and that's why you just keep eating it, because it's got to be in here. It's got to be in here somewhere. That's what your brain is saying. Got to be in there somewhere, and it's not. You can keep eating it. It's not. Eat well, guys. I mean, let your Dorito or your Hot Takis habit be some that you have every once in a while, but that can't be the standard of what you do.